Super Mario Land is a popular platformer game released for the Game Boy console in 1989. The game follows Mario's adventure to rescue Princess Daisy from the evil alien Tatanga. It features various levels with different themes like deserts, pyramids, and space. While Super Mario Land is often praised for its nostalgic value and being one of the first Mario games on handheld devices, it is also considered one of the overrated platformer games on Game Boy. The main reason for this is its departure from the traditional Mario gameplay mechanics. The controls feel floaty and imprecise, making it challenging to maneuver and perform precise jumps. Additionally, the game's short length and lack of depth compared to other Mario titles make it less appealing for those seeking a more immersive platforming experience. Despite its historical significance, Super Mario Land falls short in terms of gameplay and overall quality, making it overrated among the vast library of platformer games available on the Game Boy. Donkey Kong Land is a platformer game released for the Game Boy in 1995. It is considered one of the 4 overrated platformer games on the system. In the game, players control Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong as they embark on an adventure to rescue their stolen banana horde from the evil King K. Rule: Donkey Kong Land is often praised for its graphics and similarities to its predecessor, Donkey Kong Country on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. However, it falls short in several aspects. The gameplay, while enjoyable, feels repetitive and lacks innovation. The levels are uninspired and lack the depth and creativity found in other popular platformer games on the Game Boy. Furthermore, the controls can be imprecise and frustrating at times, leading to unnecessary deaths and a sense of unfairness. The difficulty curve is also uneven, with some levels being too easy while others are excessively challenging. Despite its reputation, Donkey Kong Land fails to deliver a truly memorable and engaging platforming experience. While it may have been well received upon its release, the game's shortcomings compared to other platformer games on the Game Boy make it overrated in retrospect. Kirby's Dream Land is a popular platformer game released on the Game Boy. In this game, players control the lovable and pink character Kirby, who embarks on a quest to defeat the evil King Dedede and save Dreamland. Kirby has the unique ability to inhale enemies and gain their powers, which adds a fun twist to the platforming gameplay. Despite its popularity, Kirby's Dream Land is considered one of the 4 overrated platformer games on the Game Boy. Some argue that the game lacks a sufficient level of challenge, with levels being relatively short and easy to complete. Additionally, the game's simplistic graphics and linear gameplay may not provide enough depth and variety compared to other platformers on the Game Boy. Mega Man Dr. Wily's Revenge is a platformer game for the Game Boy where players control Mega Man, a heroic robot, on a mission to defeat the evil Drive.
By having very small rooms.
Wily and his army of robots.
We were just getting straight in
the game is a condensed version of previous Mega Man titles, featuring 4 levels where players must defeat bosses and acquire their powers to progress. While Mega Man Dr. Wily's Revenge was well received upon its release, it is considered one of the overrated platformer games on Game Boy for a few reasons. Firstly, the game's difficulty level is quite high, making it frustrating for casual players. Additionally, the graphics and sound quality are not as impressive compared to other Game Boy titles, giving it a dated feel. Furthermore, the gameplay mechanics can be repetitive and lack innovation, failing to offer anything new compared to its predecessors.
Still see the odd bit of sprite flicker, just to
Lastly,
put my games
the game's storyline is minimal, providing little depth or engaging narrative, which can leave players feeling uninvested in the overall experience.
Was actually quite a bit easier.
In conclusion, while Mega Man Dr. Wily's Revenge has its merits as a platformer game, its high difficulty, dated graphics and sound, repetitive gameplay, and lack of a compelling storyline contribute to its overrated status in the realm of Game Boy platformers.